Alright, here we go. So objectives for today are very simple. Learn how to describe a pattern, find the term of a pattern, and then use recursive and explicit formulas.
Don't change it yet.
They're just the objectives today.
No, well, I want to know. Term of a
Use a.
It's a little waste of their time.
use a recursive or how do you say that word? Explicit. Okay. Or use okay.
Alright, so guys, what is a pattern? Yeah.
A pattern.
Alright, let me ask you this first. What's a sequence?
Oh man, I never really thought about it.
All the way around. Pattern is a sequence. So what is a sequence? I know it's not always something that we try to define, but what is it? Yeah, it's an ordered list. That's all a sequence is. It's a list of values, a list of terms. It's an ordered list. So not just a random list, but an ordered list. So let's go ahead and write that down. So a sequence is an ordered list. So then what is a pattern?
An ordered sequence.
No. There's a key difference here. A very key difference between a sequence and a pattern. It's a repeated sequence. That's all pattern is. It's a repeated sequence. So let's take a look at a couple. Describe these two patterns for me. What's happening? So I want you to describe what's happening in each pattern. Mason?
Then the first one, they're just adding 7.
Okay, louder, Mason.
In the first one, they're adding 7 every time.
There we go. All right, good. All right, so we're adding 7 every time. So adding 7, adding 7, adding 7. So that's basically it. If you're going to describe that pattern, we're just repeatedly adding 7. Okay, so then what's happening on the next example? Kiana?
You have times it by 1/3.
Multiplying by 1/3. Or you can also say by dividing by 3, right?
Yes.
Same thing, multiplying by 1/3. Okay, now here's the key thing here. This is just a little bit of a preview for tomorrow. There are two special types of sequences, arithmetic and geometric. And an arithmetic, also known as arithmetic, but we call it arithmetic, so it sounds cooler. With an arithmetic sequence, it's repeated addition or subtraction. So we look at this first example, that's actually an arithmetic sequence. Because we're repeatedly adding or subtracting the same amount, arithmetic. The one over here on the right, this is a geometric sequence because we're repeatedly multiplying or repeatedly dividing. So again, that's something that you're going to see again tomorrow. Geometric. All right, and then sometimes it's actually not too bad. What you're often asked to do, like what you'll be asked to do tonight in your homework, is you got to find the 7th term or the 10th term. So if I ask you to find the next 3 terms in the sequence, what would they be? The next 3.
55.
55, all right.
62. 60.
60.
Alright, now, here's the key. How did you guys find those?
Just kept adding.
Adding to what?
The 7, because we knew that that's what
Well,
the
what did you add 7 to?
The last digit.
Yeah, we call that the previous term.
Previous term.
So that's called the previous term. So when we're trying to find the next value, we often just add or multiply the previous term that gives us our next term. When you're doing that, that's called a recursive formula. It's where the next term is relying on the previous term. Okay, so recursive form is you have to use the previous term in order to get the next term. Alright, so this is how our notation is really important that we master this concept of notation and learn how to read this stuff. So let's throw that in there. A sub n. This basically means the nth term. So if I'm looking for a sub 5, what am I actually asking for? If a sub n is the nth term, what is a sub 5?
The 5th term.
The 5th term of the sequence. Hey, by the way, here's my question. What is the term before a sub 5?
A sub 4.
A sub 4. It's one less than this, right? So what's the previous term of a sub n?
L, M, N, M.
Okay, take a look over there on the board. What do we have on the board? What was the term before n?
The whole.
N minus 1. So, and that's just something I want you guys to get used to. You see that a sub n minus 1, it means the previous term. Okay, that's just a notation that you need to learn to interpret.